Hey, I forgot to take that off. Hey, what's good?
That's all good, man.
Episode 24 of the Pure Rap Podcast. I mean, everything's going wrong. I left that up. Darnell's not. Ain't no reply from Darnell, man.
Man, this man probably sleeping at a long day at work. Fucking took a nap, didn't set an alarm.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely. I'm pretty sure he's probably asleep right now. Because I mean, he usually replies. So I don't
Yeah, I
know.
took a
But
little cat nap, but I remember to set an alarm, so I'm here. It would have been all
yeah,
bad if both of us, if,
I,
I
I
didn't wake
swear I
up.
thought that was gonna happen because I'm like, bro, I hit you guys up. I'm like, man, we got like less than like 10 minutes. I'm like, I haven't heard from either of you guys yet. I'm like,
Man,
it's like,
like
what
this
am I?
is
I had to do the show alone. I'm like, I don't know,
one man
but
army on you. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I made sure to set an alarm, and I woke up. I was like, shit, I gotta get everything together before fucking 5 o'clock.
yeah, no, that's not good. I mean, I texted him if he wakes up or whatever he's doing, just hop on. You know what I mean? Just hop on the live. So,
Yeah, man, his
either
ass
way,
might just pop up. So
yeah, facts. Yeah, he'll
stay
pop
tuned to
up.
that. We'll see. We'll see,
Yeah,
man.
we'll
His
see, man.
peanut
We'll
head ass
see.
might just pop up on the screen. Surprise all y'all. So.
Thanks, man. When you were just at that Padre game the other
Oh
day.
yeah, man.
Seen that.
Didn't get to see Tatis play, but it got the bobblehead, so we
Was
lost
he
too.
hurt?
But it's all good. Yeah, he got hurt on Friday, man.
Oh
Shoulder,
yeah.
which has been an occasional issue. But yeah, he didn't play Saturday. Got the bobblehead though. We lost. Now we're 5-3 with me in attendance. So we're still above 500 with me in
Wait, you
attendance.
said
But
with you in attendance, you said you're
five
four,
and
five,
three,
and three. Oh,
five,
five and
five and
three.
three, 5-3.
And you might have to stop showing up. You know, like
And we're
there
above
was a
500,
point,
man.
man. I don't know what it is with sports. I remember at one point, like for Saints games, I remember when I watched them, we would start losing. So I'm like, damn, I might have to stop watching these games, bro. We're over here
You
losing.
feel like yours.
Yeah, it was bad. Nah, but
Yeah, I'll lose. Yeah, I would lose either way.
nah, man. We got Jameis Winston saying big words now, man. Yeah, he
Nah,
about to get MVP.
the Mormon boys, your quarterback.
Nah, hell nah. I swear, Winston don't. Anyway, this is not DFZ, so
You think
we're about
football
to
talk?
we're about to ramble on sports for the whole entire episode. But yeah, we could get into the episode. We just have a few things, not that much talk about, and then the game. Then we'll speak on our giveaway as well, because we're like
We're so close to
5 followers
announcing it,
away
man.
from. Yeah, yeah, right now, yeah, we're only 5 followers away from 1,000 too. So for sure by next week, shit, probably by tomorrow, really. Um,
Yeah, hopefully, man. Due time.
yeah,
Looking
facts.
forward to that. Working hard for that 1,000. Eventually, we'll hit 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Growth.
Oh
Looking forward
yeah,
to the
by
growth.
next year,
Hey man, it'll
got
be a
that thing
different
going
time
up like
on
crazy.
this day next year, man. It'll be a different time. So man,
Facts,
we'll see the growth for sure, man. Looking forward to that.
right? Sure, you trying to get into this episode?
Yeah, man, we can go get straight into it. If Darnell pops up, Darnell pops up. If not, it is what it is.
Right now, we've been here before.
Maybe he needs a day off.
Yeah.
He punched in his sick time, his vacation time.
Yeah, so this is one I just added that I seen. That I guess the Senate passed a bill that pretty much is recognizing hip hop or making August 11th Hip Hop Celebration Day. And
Oh, really?
then
I did not see that.
yeah, I've just seen it probably literally like a couple of days ago. I seen it. And then but I guess the month of August is Hip Hop Recognition Month, and then November is Hip Hop History Month. So like it's a whole thing, you know what I mean? Showing
Oh,
hip hop
wow.
more appreciation, man. So that's pretty dope that's pretty dope to see, you know what I
Dope
mean?
to see. Definitely shows that music, hip hop's pretty much is getting bigger and bigger when it comes to music compared to you'd say 10 years ago. Like it seems like a lot of mainstream stuff these days is mainly hip hop compared to what it was 10, 20 years ago. You'd hear more alternative pop and rock music compared now. You seem like a lot of the younger generations leaning towards hip hop.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, damn near across the world is pretty much, hip hop is starting to be like the primary, genre over most. Especially with all these dances, you're seeing people come out doing, from all over the world doing, hip hop dances, TikTok dances, different things, and it's all to, some hip hop song. Like even all these international stars doing songs with hip hop artists, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's
like Dua
definitely
Lipa, you know what I mean?
do it, man. I don't even want to get started on that
With that
pop
with that
smoke
pop
track.
smoke. Yeah.
And they did they put out a music video that even makes it worse. Like, really? You really
Yeah.
made a fucking music video look like some like medieval times and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
I seen the snippet. I couldn't watch
Yeah,
it,
when I
man.
sent
But
it to you, man, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother going on YouTube and looking this shit up.
yeah, yeah,
That's all
but
bad, man.
yeah. So I guess it was a unanimous like passing to with this bill. So it wasn't even like just just a quick vote.
Wasn't even up for
And
discussion. Like, we
yeah,
passed it
pretty
through.
much. And I guess they designate the date because DJ Kool Herc hosted a back to school party in the Bronx on that day. Um, so that's I guess why they chose August 11th.
They decided to
Um,
choose. Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and I guess they're gonna start doing. I mean, it's a kind of a perfect time because school is starting back. You know, what I mean, in August and then in September. So I guess they're gonna start doing more like during these like when it start probably like I guess now and moving forward. Like different back to school events that include I mean hip hop and different stars and different and things like that, and kind of just pretty much recognize the culture more and do a lot more things like that. You know what I mean? Since it's like with fashion and this and that. So
Yeah.
uh I mean it's pretty dope
That-
to see hip hop moving
It's
in
more
that
than
direction.
what it's definitely more than what the stereotype is of, oh,
Yeah,
hip hop talking about money and bitches and glorifying women and fucking money, and there's more to it. But it's just the stereotype that's been
yeah, that's
spread for
actually a
so
whole
long.
art
Where
and culture.
you got every genre that's like that, but no one wants to talk about. No one wants to say that. Like, I've heard country songs glamorize sex and women and money, like, but they don't ever say it. They don't ever bring that up when you talk about country music.
For
So,
that
man,
moonshine, drinking all that no, drinking all
they're
that
talking about
moonshine.
drinking moonshine,
Hey,
but
man,
they
they're over
want
here
to
getting
talk
drunk.
about rappers drinking lean,
Yeah,
but they can drink moonshine. Like,
yeah, they're drinking milk. Come on,
yeah,
man.
man,
That's
it's
that's the strongest alcohol out here, man. Come on, you can't be doing all that.
that shit's all bad. But yeah, that's always bugged me because like every genre does it, but you only want to point out when hip hop does it and stereotype
Yeah,
that
like
all of it's profanity, cussing, and fucking talking about money and
yeah,
bitch. Like, every genre has artists that use profanity. It's not just hip hop.
yeah, and I think it's just a way of
Got Ariana Grande making parental advisory fucking albums, and she's a damn fucking pop star. It's always on the radio and shit.
yeah, yeah. I mean, every genre has its thing, but I think for hip hop too, it's kind of like this kind of help steer in the direction. If they do start teaching the youth, what I mean, more about the beginning and the roots of hip hop and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, that'd
because
be
I feel like
dope, man.
once you start learning more about the actual culture, I feel like there's a different lane instead of kind of going to what you're talking about. It's not about the material, I know because that's not how it started. You know what I mean? Hip hop
Yeah,
wasn't nothing. No one was talking. It wasn't about the material items, and most people would talk about where they came from and like the in the environment. So you kind of got the experience from that, but most of it was storytelling and talked about in a different way instead of kind of now where it's just like I see a bunch of people if they're from where they say they're from. I feel like you're able to tell a story, but instead it's more like just straight, like 30 on me like I'm Curry, and like just just regular like
ooh, I
it's
get
like
that.
come on,
Yeah,
yeah, it gets to a point where it's a little bit watered down. It's like, bro, like I know you could kind of tell us a story, I mean, there's a place for everything. Don't get me wrong, but it
yeah,
kind of gets to a point where it's like, hopefully these kids could kind of get to learn about the actual culture of hip hop and maybe start looking at other artists. Even nowadays, there's a whole
yeah,
bunch of artists out here, that are actually really rapping. So hopefully it could kind of get more of a balance. But who knows? Sure. I mean, this is a big thing though. At least that
yes,
the culture is getting
yeah. That's it.
something like this. So, my fault. You go ahead.
Getting the recognition, and oh no, I agree with you, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's
Shout
dope
out. I
to
mean,
see. So
so that's
hopefully it leads to
yeah.
yeah,
Facts. That's
hopefully it leads
what, a
to
couple
bigger
weeks.
things.
Yeah, 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 for sure. So yeah. Shout out to the Senate for that. I wanted Darnell for this, but this is I know he's always talking about the new releases and stuff like that. He's trying to get, and we haven't talked about a lot of them in the past couple of weeks. And I know this was a big week for a lot of releases. With Isaiah Rashad dropping "The House Is Burning," very that most anticipated album I think probably in a while for an artist besides the Kanye one.
Yeah, it's
Dave
been a minute.
East, yeah, Dave East and Harry Fraud
Hey,
dropping their
Friday,
project. Logic coming out of retirement, dropping his,
coming out of retirement.
yeah, right. Like every rapper said, so yeah, there's a lot of I mean, there was more too. I mean,
Yeah, man.
'cause I had a picture I forgot to put
I
on here,
checked
but
out. I
yeah,
checked
Young
out a
Dolph
couple.
dropped his project
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. That was more like a collaborative project.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I checked that out. I checked out Isaiah Rashad's and I checked out Davies. I didn't check out Logic's. But
Yeah, I didn't
yeah,
check out Logic either. I'm not gonna
Rashad's was
lie.
cool. Yeah, like I was gonna waste my time. But Rashad was cool. East was cool. I liked a couple tracks off the collaborative album that Dolph put out. Yeah, I didn't check out Logic. I totally forgot about that, to be honest, that he was putting a project out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'll probably give it a
I'll probably give it
chance.
a chance.
Well, I sound like I got a little echo,
No, you
but
good, man. You check out any of them though? Any you check out
yeah,
any?
I mean, mainly Dave East and Isaiah Rashad. I mean, of course, the Dave East and Harry Fraud, like that's what you're getting from that. You know what I mean? It all around it was dope. I think the only one that was there was maybe one. I think the only song that I didn't really care for was the one with French Montana. It was kind of
Because you
like,
just don't like French Montana.
I mean, it just don't. I don't know, man. French Montana just
You
not.
just don't like French Montana in general. It's
But
like,
even
no, it's
but even the
better.
song, yeah, it kind of just took away from the song for me, bro. I was just like, this is not that. That's whatever. Uh,
It's whatever. I
yeah,
thought
but
it
the
had,
beats, you know what I mean?
the production on there was dope though.
Yeah,
Harry Fraud
crazy.
always
So
kills it, so I thought that was a good project. Zara shot. I know Darnell said that. What did Darnell say about it? Like, he said he liked it, but he wasn't like impressed, or
yeah,
what was it that he
yeah.
said about it?
He
He
wasn't
wasn't.
blown away. Like he didn't.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Like
Blown
from
away.
what he thought, you know what I mean, the album was gonna be.
Like he thought it was gonna be better. Yeah, we'll speak for Darnell what he told us. But yeah, he said he was
Yeah.
blown away by it, which
I disagree, man. I actually really enjoyed the album. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like I actually like. It's it's not better than his first two, but to me it's enjoyable. It's a lot of replay value. It's got a vibe to it where you could just literally sit down and just play the album.
I'd
Like
say I'll ask you this:
you
do you
know,
think it's a Grammy nominated worthy album? I mean, the Grammys
Graham.
is bullshit anyway, but
Well,
like
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. I
speaking on
mean,
that,
compared to every other album that they've been bidding on the Grammys, hell yeah, I'll give Isaiah Rashad 1,000 Grammys for this
you
album over
you would
what they've
say
been
that
bidding up
it
on
should be
it.
nominated. So
I
it's
mean,
going maybe we still got more albums to come out, but as of right
yeah.
now,
I mean, bro, like realistically though, thinking about the albums that they be pitting on, like I would rather see Isaiah Rashad with this album win over a lot of albums because I guarantee they're gonna be pinning some random albums for hip hop this year. You know what I mean? Even with the J. Cole's and people like that, like I guarantee. Well, I mean, we
you think there'll
already
be
know
a
it's gonna be Tyler.
Koi Leray nomination.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't even know. She got. I don't know. Why she
She
even
got
got
an
an album.
album.
I didn't
She
know she
got
had
an
an album.
album.
Nah, I should have put
Yeah,
that video on here. Nah.
I just wanted to take shots because she's been
I
on
mean,
the
personally,
social media.
I don't know, bro. I enjoyed the album a lot. Like I was listening to it. I was kind of late to it because I listened to Davies and then I was listening to a couple other things. But I was listening to it all day today, and I was like, bro, this album is actually like, because that's just Isaiah Rashad's sound. You know what I mean? And I feel like he kind of perfected his lane and his sound with this album.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that smooth, kind of like more kind of a vibe, and then every now and then he could kind of, he could kind of get a little upbeat with some of the beats and stuff like that. But overall, I think the album was really good, like in my opinion. There's a Rashad album was pretty good, but I guess I was expecting more after. Yeah, that's the only thing. I think it's because of the 5-year wait. It's what you were expecting.
yeah, you ain't know.
You know what I mean? I think that's what it's like if Kendrick came out. You know what I mean? Because he didn't drop since 2016 or
Yeah,
2015.
it's
Yeah,
been
2016.
2017.
Yeah, so it's like a Kendrick
2017.
dropped, and it was like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing? But I felt
Are
like
you?
if Isaiah Rashad at least dropped something in the middle of it,
I'm
you know what I
sorry.
mean?
Are
Like,
you upset? Are you upset there was no Kendrick feature?
nah, I wasn't expecting the Kendrick feature. Most of the TDE albums recently have only had like one feature from like a TDE artist, and then
He had
SZA.
J
You know what I
Rock
mean?
on
Like
there.
two, so it'd be like SZA and then someone else. You know what I mean? Because SZA's damn near been on all their albums recently, or whatever recent projects have been dropped. But I don't know, man. I guess after waiting 5 years, but I mean, what can you really expect? You know what I mean? Like, I think it was good enough. You know what I mean? For a 5 year wait, good enough. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, can't say, yeah. Well, I can't wait to see what happens Friday with Kanye West and how that hype's gonna be because I know damn right it's gonna be all over social media.
Darnell said he's on his way right now. Yeah, yeah. He said he was pretty much on drugs. He was like pretty much like an alcoholic like during
Oh,
that time. Like and I think 2019 around 2019 is when he went sober. And just fixed himself up. So I think that also plays a big part too in music. Like a lot of people, you know what I mean, with Eminem, like when Eminem was dropping his best music when he was basically fucked up, you know what I mean? So, but then as soon as he got sober, it's kind of like that's when the music kind of like went a little, well,
this
not for
man turned
everyone, but
mad. This man turned mad.
yeah, you know what I mean. Started getting a little,
Making
yeah, it's
mad
like,
music, he's
whoa,
screaming and shit.
for real with the recovery. I'm like, damn, why you screaming, bro? But he's going through withdrawals, bro, during the entire album.
He's like screaming and
Going
shit.
through withdrawals. But yeah, I think that's a big thing but you could tell though, I think with Isaiah Rashad, with this album, and being sober and being in a better place, the vibe was still there of the Sun's Tirade, and also, I would say more Sun's Tirade than Sylvia demo, but that vibe is still there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you
Like it's
check
still his
out?
sound.
Yeah. Speaking of new releases, though, did you check out that Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak track?
Nah, I didn't even know I didn't even know they released a track.
Yeah, it's called
Are they
Skate. I
when is
think
it
they
supposed to be
released a
dropping,
video with
or
it too. Shit, I don't fucking
okay,
know.
I'll
It took
check
them
that out
like
after.
2 months just to drop another single.
Another thing, yeah, facts, bro. They're supposed to be dropping that.
Yeah, they dropped. I think they
What was
dropped a
another
video
thing that
too with it.
wasn't Drake? Didn't Drake announce his? He didn't announce a date, but he said it was
Yeah,
finished.
but
Huh?
he announced it's finished. Yeah, so
All
we can
right,
expect that soon.
next week with Kanye.
Well,
Imagine.
they say it's not supposed to be with when Kanye drops. I know we got Nas dropping it as well with the
Oh yeah,
same
Nas is
supposedly when
dropping too.
this King Disease too. Yeah, the first King Disease got was Grammy award winning, but yeah.
Yeah, see,
So we'll see if
Isaiah
Kanye
Rashad's
actually
album
drops.
is better than that. No disrespect to Nas, but I enjoyed Isaiah Rashad's album better than King Disease. And just because it's Nas, people gonna be like, "Oh, it's Nas," but like, come on, Isaiah Rashad's album. That's what I mean. Like, I would rather have that nominated than, you know what I mean? Like, Freddie Gibbs still should have won. I'm sorry, Nas. I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, but yeah. So we got that this Friday. See if Donda happens. We'll have an album review for that soon, so you can look forward to that.
Yeah, so
But
tons of music coming out, man. Hold up, let me text this.
is this
My
man
man
Darnell getting
Nobel.
on there? Is he gonna pop out on the screen?
We'll see, man. But shout out to everyone tuning in right now. Uh, leave comments. Especially with this
Feel free
next
to
one, we're
share.
gonna have a little discussion. We got a game on the way. Uh, I'm hoping Darnell can hop on right now so we can kind of get his
Thoughts out
you
there,
know what I mean, his
I want
thoughts,
to hear what he has
yeah,
to
on
say,
these
man.
releases. So, because I don't want to move on to the next.
And then go
I
back
mean,
for him, like
yeah, you know what I mean. Uh, shoot, anything else you got to talk about? I'm like, I don't want to go into the next one because it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? We could talk about the giveaway coming. What we're doing it
Oh,
next Monday.
I'll ask you this though. So if we still talk about new releases, man, which
What else?
album did
What else?
you? What no? Say which album did you like better after first play, Rashad's or East?
At the first play,
'Cause, I only played both of them front to back once. I haven't got back to it since
at
I
the
checked
first
them
play,
out.
I gotta say, I mean, it's two different things though. You know what I mean? At the first play, I will say Rashad just because I felt like I was more in that mood. You know what I mean?
That
To listen
mood.
to hear
You're
that.
vibing with it more.
Yeah, I was vibing with it more, but I felt like on a probably like, if I'm in my kind of like hip hop mode, I would choose the DaBaby song because he was
Well,
that it
yeah,
was actually a really good project. You know what I mean? But
yeah. I mean, it's two different type of styles, but just going just
yeah,
based off how you
just
felt listening. You say
yeah,
Rashawn.
yeah. I would go with Rashad off first listen.
Are
Just
you
because
gonna give
first,
Are you gonna give Logic's album a chance?
yeah, I'll give it a chance.
You're
I
gonna
don't
give it a
want to,
chance.
I don't want to be like just I'll see what's
Fuck
up with
his
the album.
album.
I'm just not a fan of his music, bro. Honestly, like
I don't
it's
know.
it's kind of hard to listen to get a full Logic album. Like I've not been able to get through a full project of his since he was like XXL days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I know we weren't
That's like
supposed to talk about sports, but the Bulls are signing Alex Caruso, so I wanted to let you know.
oh wait, they signed Caruso,
Yeah.
bruh. He's not gonna be in the Lakers no more.
Guess not. 4 year, 37 million deal, and then Knicks are resigning Derrick Rose.
That's solid. That's as expected because he was balling. We are seeing that was like that prime D Rose last season. So he was going
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, there's been a lot of moves. I guess we were talking about the NBA. Yeah, Darnell said he's setting up right now, but shoot, yeah, there's a lot of moves. You know what I mean? Going on in the NBA right now. That's just going crazy. I know. My Heat signed Kyle Lowry, so hopefully we can get
Boo,
DeMar DeRozan and bring them
man.
back
And then
together. That'd be
you
crazy.
overpaid. You overpaid on that white boy that wears number 55.
Oh, what Duncan Robinson? Man, don't hate on
Sorry, man.
Robinson.
You're number 55. You don't deserve 90
That's
million.
man. That man's a shooter, bro. He's a shooter.
He's a
We
shooter, but
need
he's
a guy
not
like that.
$90 million. He's not $90 million shooter.
Hey,
Not
they're
yet.
signing. Everyone's getting paid the NBA, bro.
I
That's
know.
like
It seems like it'd
got
be like the
money just
randomest
going around.
people getting paid hella money. Like
Yeah, but man, we got
this
Darneezy back.
man, this man woke up from his nap, pissed off, fucking. And
Bro,
we talking about new releases for 30 minutes because we're waiting for your ass to hop on.
bro, it's so high in California right now. Like, being in the sun for like from
You don't
6
got
to
that
two
fan?
thirty. It
Oh,
do,
you
but
were
it's
outside at
like,
work. I'm tripping.
This
Yeah, you were
man
outside
burning.
at
yeah,
work. Yeah, so
nah,
you were. Ain't
it's
no
just
fans.
hot. I'm driving in the truck, like,
Man, it's only
you know what
like
I'm saying.
84 degrees down there or some
They
shit.
think it's like 80 something.
Man, where I'm
It
at, it's
don't
like
matter.
90,
Oh, what? That ain't
95
that
or some
hot.
shit. It's like
Yeah,
95
It
where I'm
ain't.
at. You're tripping
Yeah.
about.
Y'all do the work I do. Y'all be crying, man. It's hot. It's hot. It's
Hey,
hot.
man,
you
last
signed up for it. I didn't sign up for it.
Nah, it's cool.
yeah,
Nah, it's
fact.
just like I happen to just take a slight little nap, but that's what it is. But now
Yeah,
we talking about new
hey, set
releases
that.
though.
Hey, set that alarm next time.
It's always
Man, snoozing.
snooze.
For
Yeah, I hit
real.
the snooze
Yeah,
button.
get to the snooze button, man.
Shame on you, bro.
Uh,
Nah, but new
yeah, how you feel
releases
about these new
though.
releases, man?
No, we talked about it. It's your turn, man. How you
All
feeling?
right. Well, I'll give you my take on Isaiah Rashad. Like, I mean, it's good. We finally got an Isaiah Rashad album. You know, I
Here was
think we've
this
been waiting
comment.
for it.
I'll give you this comment.
But what they talking about? It was pretty good.
Is
But I
this how
guess it
you
was.
was expecting more
Um,
after a 5 year wait, but it was still a
yeah,
good
I felt
album?
the
Is this how
same
you
way.
feel?
Like, it took me a minute. Like, I was listening to it like all the way through, and it was cool. But it felt like I had to switch and figure out what was my favorite songs. Like, I felt like it was a good project, but it wasn't like it didn't blow me away because it's like I don't know if the replay value is gonna be as great as I thought it would have been. Like, I think it's like there's a couple of records that I like, but then it's like I have to pick and choose. Like it's kind of like it's good vibes, but it's like I don't know. I was thinking I was expecting more. Like,
Hmm.
some people may think it was mid. I think I talked to somebody who was saying like
Mhm.
it was all right, but it wasn't the best. I was like, yeah, I'm like I don't think he topping like Sylvia Demo. I don't think he's topping the Suns Tyrod. Yeah, I don't think he topping that with this one. This
Yeah, I think we do agree on that, but I still believe it's a great album, in my opinion. I I don't think I think the replay value is good, but I think it's one of those albums where I could let the album just play from top to bottom because the vibe and the mood of the album is there. Like, that's a Rashad. Like the sound is perfect, but
mm-hmm.
I think you had to play this album from top to bottom and just let it play. You know what I mean? Because every song kind of transitions perfectly, I feel like, with each other. instead of just picking one song. You know, unless you're picking that. I think the main song that most people are gonna probably start playing, besides the was it the R.I.P. Kevin or
Young.
R.I.P. Young? I'm thinking of Kevin,
Yeah,
the other
yeah, he has
Oh,
so
the
yeah.
Project Pat
nah,
sample.
Um,
Pretty Young
He has
was
the
my
Project
and
favorite.
the
Pat
bus.
sample, man.
What was the one with Lil Uzi too? Yeah, the one
Oh,
with Lil
from the
Uzi.
garden. From the garden was cool. It's a hype track. I think
I
what
think
you
most people
said
gonna be
was
playing that song.
what you said was my favorite. What you said. Um, Hey
Yeah,
Mister was good. I mean, there's a few, but it's just like I gotta
RP
pick and
Young is dope.
choose.
Yeah,
RP Young is dope.
The
I like the
biggest.
one with Duke Deuce. I like the one with Duke Deuce. The like the first
yeah,
single.
Yeah, the biggest things that I was talking to somebody about the album. I guess the biggest feature, the standout feature is most likely J Rock. J Rock was like the best one that had
Him
the
on
best feature.
J Rock, and then he had Jay Worthy on there too.
Yeah, I mean, cause J Rock, that song is good, but that's like if you're looking at like who had the best feature, I think we should say J Rock, because I mean he was like his verse was like pretty much the best one on there.
yeah. J Rock was a solid. I like the some of the females he had on there too. I don't know their I don't remember their
Yeah,
names,
yeah, they kind of some people
but
I
that was
don't know, but that's good though.
yeah. That's a good thing
That
though. You don't want you kind of want fresh. You know what I mean? Voices. You know what I mean? And vocals and stuff like that on the track. You know what I mean? So that was pretty dope. But I think we just got to sit on this album for a little bit. You know what I mean? And kind of see what it see how we feel about it. These next couple of weeks. um Possible review maybe, you know what I mean? So we could speak on that.
Oh,
But you listen to any other projects? You listen to that Dave East, Harry Fraud project
I didn't get a chance to get to that one.
about Logic?
I listened. No, no, I thought Logic. People say Logic is done and all that. People say they're done. I don't know why. There's another Bobby Tarantino. There's
I mean, that's
already
three now.
there's three now. I think he's trying to make it a trilogy thing.
Yeah, we don't need no more of that shit, man.
Yeah. I listened to some of like
And
I listened to some
no
of nah, Young Dolph and Key Glock,
There's some
all
cool
them.
cool tracks on there. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
checked
haven't
out some
got.
of it.
Oh, you messed with it. Yeah, I haven't listened to all of it. And that was whole. I think
Yeah,
I was
it was just like a collaborative project with the paper route, but
yeah, like
it
I
wasn't
just
like an actual like Young Dolph album. Like it was collaborative for sure.
yeah, it was just something that he wanted to put out, but like I mean, I think I was just stuck. I was stuck on Isaiah because I just wanted to critique it a lot more, just to kind of like
yeah,
let me, because it felt like I was like, damn, like I like it, but then I'm like, I don't know if it's like as good as I thought it was. I don't know, like it's just
man.
it was like the
I feel
best
like
one. I don't know.
yeah, I honestly feel like we should do a review to this. After if Kanye does drop, we'll do that. But I still feel like we should do a Rashad one at least the week after. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
been
If you guys are able to down, I know. I was talking to Jovan. I think that will be the 15th. That Sunday, he said he'll be down to do either Rashad or Tyler the Creator's album. Down for either one.
yeah. No, I'm
So
down on the Sundays. It's hot,
yeah,
man. Sundays is cool. It's
yeah,
hot.
we
I
could
need
we
to
could
stay
yeah we could
indoor.
talk about we could talk about that on the side after this episode. I'll go in that little group chat. Um, but yeah, I know shout out to the UK, UK fans too. I know Skepta dropped the EP. I listened to some UK artists as well, and I thought that EP was dope too. So,
Yeah. Hold
most
up.
people know Skepta at least. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
in the US, or beyond everyone else
Did
know.
that guy Dave drop? A lot of people been talking about him.
I think that might have
Dave,
been last week, if I'm not
was that the
mistaken. I
week
don't know.
I think
before?
it was the
I
week
think it was
before.
the week before.
I don't
Yeah,
really
Okay.
know what that is, but I
I
think it's
used
the
to
week
listen to.
before.
Yeah, David's pretty
Okay.
dope. I mean, he's just a lyricist. I mean, I haven't listened to him in a minute. I used to listen to him about a few years ago, um, but
Yeah, his
I
was
haven't listened
on.
to him in a while, to be honest. So,
Actually, yeah,
'cause
my bad. It was a couple of weeks. It's because a lot of people been saying it's like album of the year. That's why I brought that one up.
okay,
Actually, up.
I'm gonna have to check that out then, because
I don't
I haven't
know.
listened to him in a minute. So,
That's what the Twitter people been telling. They said
okay,
it album of the year.
I'm gonna have to check that out then, man. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'll check it out.
Um, but yeah, we can move on to the next one. Oh yeah, Darnell, I wanna show you this too, man. So they got a hip hop celebration day, August 11th now.
Yeah, I seen that.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nah, that's good. I'm happy about that.
but I know That's the big one.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
might as well talk about it. It's been all over the
That's what I'm
internet,
saying.
man.
Yeah, we might. I felt like we had to talk about it.
Was
I'll repeat what he said though, just in case if
We
anyone
was
was
talking about this
watching.
last week, right? Yeah, we were talking about last week. You said it on Sunday.
yeah. Did
Rolling
you
Loud
guys?
last week.
I'm sorry. Did you guys already share this before? Even though I was late.
What?
No,
What
no, this is the
the?
next topic.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the next one. Oh, this is the last
Okay.
one besides our game.
Okay.
So I was gonna just go over his comments of what he said, and then we're gonna just speak on that, and then also speak on cancel culture.
Everything that's
You know what I mean? Just kind of everything that's going on, and I guess the culture right now. But so just in case for anyone who didn't hear or know what DaBaby actually said, because for a while when it first came out, I had no idea what he said, and I was like, damn, what did he say? He pretty much said if you on the stage, he said if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexual transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, put your cell phone light in the air.
Yeah. I
Hey,
don't
that's what he said.
know.
And then he said, ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light in the air. Fellas, if you ain't sucking a nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Keep it
Uh,
fucking real. Yeah. So
I'm
I mean,
I'm lost
I
for
think
words.
it's
I don't.
I think
know.
it's just
bro.
unnecessary though. I don't think you
I
know
thought
what I mean.
that's man. There's been I'm just be honest. There's been
No.
worse things said in life.
There's totally been worse things said. I think it's just I'm not really tripping over it. To be honest, I don't think it's enough for like something to be canceled or anything. But like, I think it's just unnecessary, like to even just say on stage in general. Like who? I mean, because think about how random that is. Like, why is that even in your head? Like, you know what I mean? That's like if we're having a conversation, all of a sudden I'm like, man, these guys got HIV/AIDS. Like, I was like,
You know,
bro,
if you don't
what?
need
You're not
HIV,
doing
leave a
any of that.
comment. Like,
Yeah,
I understand
exactly.
that.
That's it's kind of just a random thing to say. I think it's just unnecessary. I think people kind of went a little
Overboard. I mean, do you
overboard. I mean,
agree with all
they
these
go there.
venues
So,
and festivals dropping them?
nah, I
Dude.
think that's a
Oh,
little.
it's
That's just
crazy.
to kind
It's
of
crazy.
save face. A lot of people just yeah.
I mean, he just
Um,
got kicked off.
Governor's Ball,
Governor's Ball,
like the day in Vegas.
Yeah,
yeah.
they in Vegas. They
Um,
replaced him with Roddy
the
Rich.
Lolla,
I
Yeah,
just saw
the
then the
that.
Governor's
Lollapalooza
Ball
one,
was recent.
you know.
Lollapalooza that
Yeah,
recently just happened.
yeah. There was another
Yeah,
one too, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even know all these were going on. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of
yeah.
festivals going on.
So this was like this
Damn.
was like right after Rolling Loud. So
Yeah,
bro, he lost probably what
and then
two or
the
three big
clothing brand.
concerts. I mean
He's
festivals.
losing
Yeah,
a lot of money right now.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean,
And
I
then
think
he,
that's why he apologized for real
I would
because
say,
what?
you should have got his apology. Did you
Oh
get his
yeah,
apology?
the script. Yeah, he should have said that. But I mean,
Yeah, I should have put that on here, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
think you should have had it ready
Some
for
people
this.
are
that's
saying
probably
it's like his managers probably
Yeah, then they
written
knew
that up.
damn well
I mean,
they're gonna make him.
I mean, I could get it on here real quick, just if we just keep talking about it. I could
I'll
just
just share
upload it.
some of my thoughts on it while you doing that. I mean, it's just kind
Yeah,
of like DaBaby. Yeah, he just first of all, like DaBaby, his music is already crazy. Like if you like really listen to his lyrics, it's like always talk about sex. It's always talking about this and that. Like he talk about crazy stuff, and it's so fast, and the songs is under like 2 minutes. And for this instant, when he was at Rolling Loud talking about HIV and talking about the gay community and all that, it just didn't make sense. Like, listening to that, you think he like probably was like drinking or something. I mean, I really don't
no,
know. Like, it could have been his own natural self. I really don't know. Like, it's just kind of random for him to really just say that and thought it was maybe okay. And I didn't.
But I'm sure he probably didn't think this whole cancel culture bullshit would be going on. I tell you that.
I mean, I don't think because like not only is he out of some of these festivals, he out of certain clothing lines don't want to work with him.
Yeah, people
yeah,
are
I seen
drowning.
that too.
Yeah,
He got
there's
dropped
a
Yeah,
from
there's a
clothing
lot
line.
of
people like Dua Lipa and then Questlove and all
yeah,
that. Talking on it. I think Madonna said something. There's been a lot of random.
Yeah, and
I
then
think
Chris
Elton
Brown,
John one of them.
probably had the best one. This man Chris Brown said, just shut up and just do the show and then get your money and get out the stage. Like, you know what I
he
mean?
said that.
Yeah. He kind of mainly said it to like just in general to artists. You know what I mean? Who kind of just do things or say things on stage because Chris Brown's a performer and he really performs. So like he was just saying like, bro, like get your money and just do the show and get off the stage, because you know what I mean, as soon as
Yeah.
you do something or say something or whatever, it's you know, this is what's gonna happen
It's
in
gonna
this
get.
era. You know what I mean?
So speaking of, especially Chris Brown, like he can't do anything without being criticized. So man,
Yeah, exactly.
can't say
Even
nothing,
no
do
matter what it
anything.
is at this point.
Always in the spotlight, and someone's gonna try. The media is always gonna criticize him for something.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter.
Nah, I
I
mean,
don't know
it's
why this is not.
he just losing a lot of like
Money for sure.
yeah, because he all about money. He's all about working hard and this and that. Like, how you gonna work hard, sleepless nights, but if you got canceled from doing shows, like you losing. Because I swear, like, if you watch his Instagram story, like sometimes he'll do 2-3 shows a day. Like he'll be on the jet going this way, jet going this way. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's where the money's at. You know what I mean? You're
yeah,
getting
that's
paid
where the
for
money's
these
at.
shows.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the apology up. I will say one thing though. I wish we had his first, because you know the first kind of one, like he was saying like he wasn't really gonna apologize, and then he had an apology that was kind of like a little forced. That was like, it was an apology, but it was also like a backhanded kind of
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's kind of like man, like, you know, I don't really
Yeah.
care.
Then
Like you could
then
it was
release
like
another
being
one
a kid.
today.
Yeah, it was like being a kid and your mom's like, apologize. You ain't really mean it. Yeah, you just, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but you're like, you don't, you ain't sorry. But yeah, now this apology, I feel like this apology is very similar though. I mean, it's a better apology. You know, it's actually well written. But I think
His
before I
PR
put it
team
up,
read
I
it.
think it could be that, but it could be a PR team, but it could also be, bro, once that, like Darnell said, once that money, I mean, once it starts hitting your pockets, bruh,
yeah,
it's like, I feel like DaBaby was like, damn, like, because it's different. Like it could from the outside, it could seem like, oh, it's just shows this and that, but that's like where the money is at for these festivals and things like that, bruh. Especially if you're a headliner, he's losing a lot of money, and on all these people pulling away. It's like, shit, like, damn, I might have actually, like, you know, he didn't think that, you know, even if he's not apologize for what happened, he's probably like, whoa, I gotta do something. You know what I mean? This is affecting my pockets now. So, but here's
yeah.
the apology. I guess I'll read it just because I know we got the audio podcast too, so I gotta read it. So DaBaby's apology today was: social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance, has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I want to apologize to the LGBTQ community, to the hurtful and triggering comments I made. Again, I apologize for my misinformed comments about HIV and AIDS, and I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless. DaBaby.
DaBaby.
I mean, he should have known that HIV and AIDS, you ain't gonna die in 3 weeks, but let's just get that out the way. It's like, come on, man.
Kind of insensitive, but
yeah, I mean, like,
yeah,
I
there's
think
been
to me, I
worse.
think it's way worse. Yeah, there's been way worse said, but you know, I mean,
Yeah.
but all those people that said the worst things, you know, was when people weren't sensitive, and when there was the air, you know, it was a time
Cancel
where
culture wasn't a thing.
cancel culture. Yeah, social media wasn't as big. You know, this never existed. So now that it does exist, I think now is a time where you kind of have to, especially if you're someone,
Be careful what you're saying and doing.
and you kind of like something like I don't mind him saying, you know, like let's be real. Most people, you know, we joke around about these stuff, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like we'll joke around, be like, oh, like, man, you gay or whatever. You know, I'm just like someone just joking around or whatever. Or even people saying pause and stuff like that. Like when you think about it, I think it's just like kind of unnecessary what he said though. It was kind of random to me. It's like, bro, why is that even in your head in the middle of a performance to even say that? You know what I mean?
But
It just
try to get the crowd wild. I don't know.
It's
yeah, you
not
could
it's
have
not
said
making
anything,
sense.
though.
Like
It
it's
doesn't,
not
yeah,
making
it's like,
sense in your set, like to where
you know,
you
just
have
to
to
randomly
bring
be
that.
like, man, if y'all get
Yeah.
HIV and AIDS, yeah, I want y'all to picture life. It's like, wait, what? I didn't even make no sense, bro. Just tell people to picture a hand.
It's
You know
like
what I mean?
it's like was it like that Russell means like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, it's like that's exactly
What?
how I would have felt if I would have heard that in the audience. I'm like,
Huh?
like, I don't care what he said, but it's just
Hey,
like, bro, why you
tripping,
like that? Like,
tripping.
why
What
would
the
you?
fuck is
Yeah,
this
That's
man?
one
What's
of
this
the
man saying?
yeah, facts.
tripping.
Cancel culture is for sure whack. But that's one of those things where you just kind of shake your head. Where you kind of know as soon as I feel like if you're someone around him too on his team, and I heard that backstage, I kind of would have just shook my head like, damn, you shouldn't have said. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things
Probably
like you
not what
find your
you should
homies
have
do something.
said
It's like,
in today's society.
yeah, it's like you shouldn't have said that, bro. But it is what it is. He for sure learned from me. I mean, with that apology. Um, but how do you just feel about cancel culture in general? I guess we could speak on that for a little bit. How you feel about that? Are people just trying to cancel someone?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to cancel everything. Just like like Juan saying. I mean, it's for like every little thing. People are just too sensitive on the internet, and it really
And
shows.
and a lot of things with the internet is something can blow up, and a lot of people roll with it without knowing the facts.
Yep, pretty much.
Like I could,
I
if I
mean,
was popular, if I was a say I was a pop, say Period Podcast got us millions of followers. I'm a public figure, and I just spread some bullshit, and I got a following. My following is just gonna roll with it. I could say fucking, I don't know. I could spread a random lie, and people will roll with it and believe it and spread that rumor without even knowing the facts. And that's a lot with social media. Is like just because I said it don't mean I'm accurate, don't mean I'm fucking, But I don't know. Social media cancel culture is all fucking. It's how social media these days, and
I think
people always cancel you because I can say, oh, Brian's a fucking I don't know. Brian say something bad about Brian. Everyone wants to cancel Brian just because I said it, and then everyone spreads it.
Watch what you say, Caleb. No,
I gotta watch what I fucking say.
No.
Just because why would I get canceled? I'm a white man.
Nah, because
I ain't saying nothing to get me canceled. I ain't saying nothing to get me canceled.
Caleb say a lot of stuff that I'll get him canceled. Nah,
for real.
I think I'm not controversial whatsoever.
Man, Caleb called us the N-word the other. Nah, I'm fine.
You're fucking full of shit, man. You're saying I'm white.
Nah.
See, if you said that, a lot of people roll with it.
Yeah,
a lot of people roll with it. Cancel. It's because I'm white. Like, oh, he fits the stereotype.
I mean, okay, I got something to add on to that one. What you just said. So basically,
Caleb's
like that.
Playing the white card.
No, hold on. Y'all remember that dude? I don't know if he still be big on the social media like that. It's that white guy with the glasses, and he always doing he always singing the lyrics, like all the hip hop songs. Like he's a white dude.
Yeah,
he be blued up. I don't know his name though.
I don't know who y'all talking about.
I know who you're talking about though.
Describe it better.
You know what I'm talking about. So basically, like
I
probably
know.
He's an older dude. He just sits in a car and he just raps the songs, right? But there was one time there was a song and they thought he used the N-word. And he's like, no, I didn't. Like, no, but it like kind of blew up a little bit because he thought.
He always blocks out the N-word. Like he does a good.
Yeah,
job
he always blocks it out. Yes,
I give him props for that because he does a good job at that.
But it kind of blew up. Like when they thought he did say it though. That's.
I will say this about cancel culture. I think we're in a time where. Well, one, I mean, I feel like cancel culture doesn't really work. It kind of just makes people more money, and kind of gets them more popping. You know what I mean? Off of the view, because even like Trump will say, bad publicity or things like this. It's still sometimes it's still good because it's putting money in your pockets. Even for DaBaby, like this, I mean, this can end up benefiting him in the long run. But I want to go on to kind of what he said in his apology, though. I feel like in this generation, we don't really give people a redemption period. I feel like that's kind of a lost thing where you could do something right, but you don't get a chance to kind of redeem yourself or just have that opportunity where we see a lot of people where it's not their character. Even people, I mean, like in our own lives, in our own personal life, maybe you've seen people that it's not their character, but you give them that second chance. We give people friends or family or this and that, but it's like we don't once it comes to a big figure, we don't even want to give them that. Like we just want to say, oh, you're gone.
It's like this. You could do so many good things. I can do so many good things. Donate to charities, feed the homeless, give back to my community, blah blah. But as soon as I say I do something bad, like I don't want to put an example because I'm not gonna do nothing bad. But say if I did something bad, like then all that gets erased and everyone looks at me as this bad person that did this bad thing, but want to not realize all of the good stuff I did, and then the public eye views me as a bad person. Like, it doesn't define. I can make a mistake. It doesn't define me as a person,
Yeah, and that's
And
the
that's the
big
thing with DaBaby. DaBaby made a mistake. I wouldn't cancel him. He said the wrong thing. We all say the
Er-
wrong things. I might
Everybody
say
makes
something, slip up, and
mistakes.
say something that
that's what I'm
offend
saying.
somebody.
Like,
There's always gonna be someone that's gonna be offended by something or not gonna like what someone has to say. There's always gonna be someone that's gonna say something you don't like. But like, I'm not gonna like. But yeah, this is what DaBaby said. Like, I'm not defining him as a person just because of what he said with that. Like, I'm not like, if I was in charge of these festivals, I wouldn't take him off my show. Like, I wouldn't take
yeah, I
him off.
wouldn't have either. It's like, bro, like because
I
it's like
think a
give
lot of
like
a lot of them are following suit just because the other one's doing it. They feel like they need to do the same thing.
Well, and then
yeah, it's
again,
the
like
saving
it's
face,
like,
the followers, man. I know
but
I
then
agree with
again,
you
it's
on that,
like
Caleb.
people
100%.
people paid money to really see DaBaby, and now they took him off, and now it's like they don't even. They probably didn't feel like they don't want to go to a festival because they were actually anticipated to see DaBaby, but you took them off and put Roddy Ricch for Day in Vegas. Like it's kind of like
Maybe I
or
wanted
like
to go for the
Lapuza.
baby.
I don't.
Yeah, that stuff like that too. I mean, it's kind of a big thing, but I think overall, I got to agree with 1,000% with what you said, Caleb. That's a good point because I think it comes down to, you know what I mean, you could do a million good things, but that one thing that you do is gonna stand out overall. You know what I mean? And same thing. I think the redemption period, but and also a big thing is, you know, the counseling is also like he said. It's like I think we got to kind of give people, you know what I mean? Because there's gonna be 1,000 people gonna be like, oh man, yeah, get this dude out of here. What he said, blah blah. But it's like, you know, the real ones that you want to see are the ones that are gonna be like, you know, let me talk to you on the side, like, you know, let's educate. You know what I mean? And grow. You know what I mean? If we grow from this and you know educate them on this, you know what I mean? It can end up, you know, but like I said, this can end up benefiting him in the long run, moving forward. You know what I mean? Because he might, like you said, he might figure out some things that he didn't. Because, like, let's be real. You know what I mean? Even Caleb, I know you're white, but you still grew up. You know what I mean? You didn't grow up in no like suburb or anything. It's like, bro, you know, back then, bro, like, ain't none of us really know anything about this. You know, this is all a new, you know, a new thing. You know, I mean, that's with this community, with the LGBT community. The trans movement, things like that. This is all new, and we're all learning about this all at the same exact time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, definitely. Like 10 years ago, you can call someone a
I could have called
homophobic
you a
slur.
faggot, right?
I wasn't gonna say
And
it, but he can call someone a
let's
homophobic slur,
yeah,
and you know, fucking you know, you don't think nothing about it. It doesn't mean it was
bruh,
right then. I mean, it still wasn't. To be honest, it
exactly.
wasn't right then either. But like, it just shows
Yeah,
how like how everything's changed within the past couple of years when it comes to that.
exactly.
You know, and
And
I don't, you know,
we
no
didn't
one should
know
be
that
calling
was
no one
wrong.
that anyway. Like I agree. Like no one
Yeah,
should be calling them that. No one should be
yeah,
using
yeah,
those homophobic slurs as an insult because you know that's
yeah,
not right. But you know, but it times have changed. You know, and cancel culture is one thing that's you know tied in with all that, and you know I don't really agree with it. It really just depends on what the person's done. Like if fucking DaBaby fucking shot somebody on stage for the fuck of it, okay, like I understand, but like not for something small as
yeah.
like making a mistake of saying something he shouldn't have said.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, he like, especially if it's something that you could grow from. Like if you could grow and you know
You
and
understand,
have a
and
chance and exactly. And so yeah. Shout out to the baby man. Hope see what happens moving forward. But yeah, hopefully this cancel culture. You know, I mean, I think something's gonna happen with that. But I don't know. I think it's only probably
you
gonna
can't
get
just
worse.
cancel
But
somebody just because someone does something you didn't like. There's a lot of
yeah,
shit. I don't like that Dua Lipa was on Pop Smoke
yeah,
fucking album. Do I want to fucking cancel
yeah,
her? No, I don't give a fuck. But I just didn't like
yeah.
it, you know. But there's a lot of shit
And
you don't fucking
yeah.
like.
yeah, and a lot of people like to cancel someone just to, and a lot of it cancel culture is a lot of followers too. Like for instance, kind of like a lot of trolls that will just join it just to
Hmm.
be like, let's
Yeah,
hop on board. But and also, a lot of people just like seeing someone go
people
through
fail.
something.
Yeah,
Like
there's like
someone, you know what I
people
mean?
feed off negativity. Like there's a lot of people like that just
Yeah,
want negativity.
it's very scary. It's weird, um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, or anyone that's gonna watch the replay. Let us know how you felt about his comments, or let us know how you feel about the whole the whole climate and the cancel culture that we're in with social media these days. Let us know how you feel about all that. And yeah, that's probably gonna be one of the first episodes we go over a little bit of an hour in a while. But yeah, we'll play the game. I only got about 6 of these, so it should go by pretty quick.
Yeah, man. How's
Guys,
this
got
game
anything
go?
else to say before we start off?
Oh no,
Nope.
you good, man? This what game we playing? Let them know what we playing today.
Album single and no reply. Finally got it. Let's go. Uh, so this one we played once when we had Nasty and Nate, I believe, on episode 20. This is actually the game that he made. It's pretty much the like Mary Fuck Kill, from when we were kids. But this one is just album, single, and
So
no
we're going to
reply.
do now. Like, who would do a collaborative album? Who we gonna do a feature with? And
I
then
don't remember this one, but
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it
then
might
who do we
it
not
might
I
reply
remember
refresh
now.
my memory a little bit.
I remember
Yeah,
now.
so that's all it is. It's just three artists or producers.
Which one you'd
whatever.
make an album with? Which one you'd do? Like, say, like have a like who would you feature with? Like, say if I made a song and I
Yeah.
wanted to feature you, like that
Just
would
a
be the
single.
single, and then no replies. Like I wouldn't do anything with them.
I'm not doing no.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically like they send you the email and you don't reply back.
Yeah.
So let's start off with we got Common, Talib Kweli, and Most Def. I'll move this over here. All right,
Got
we're gonna start off.
Common,
So
Most
Caleb,
Def, and Tablet Khalid. Damn. Man, I haven't heard him in so long. I need to go back to him. I used to play him a lot. Damn, it's a little tough. It's a
I
little
think
tougher than I thought.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, some of these are actually pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie, man. I got 6 of them.
Uh,
Who want to start off? I could start off. I think I got mine.
we can go from top to
Yeah, go ahead,
bottom.
man.
All right. Well, I'm for sure doing the album with Common. That's my guy. Gotta do an album with him. The single though is the hard part. I mean, because these are like three artists I listen to all the time, like on my own time. You know what I mean? Just chilling. I listen to these three a lot. I probably listen to I listen to Common and Talib Kweli a lot more. So I will probably do a single with Talib Kweli. And sorry, Most Def, but I'll just because I listen to them more, I think I would do. Yeah, I think I would do a song because I always want to do. That's like one of my like dream. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we got 69 Vibes by album, Most Def, single, Common, and No Reply to Talib. Yeah, so Monster Opposite, I got Common with the album, Talib Kweli with the single, and Most Def, No Reply. What about you guys?
I'll go next. Yeah, I definitely agree with the Common one. Like like an album with Common is just great. I mess with Common. I would just listen because we just posted the Finding Forever. Back that was an anniversary.
Yeah.
We just posted. I went back to it, so I was like, damn, like the people. Like I love that record. It was a lot of good projects from him. I think a single would have to be, I think Most Def. I think a single with Most Def would be real nice to have a feature with that. And Talib Kweli, I mean, he's still a great artist, but dang, it's tough.
I mean,
think
there's no like wrong answer, but then the
yeah, but I'm
it's
like,
difficult. Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, no, I had to do the no reply.
Yeah, I was like,
No
I don't want to
reply.
be. I was like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but yeah, you got to
Yeah,
choose. Someone got to go.
I think
someone.
that last comment, I think it was somewhat agreeable, but then this person put Most Def as their album, but it's a little different.
What about you, Caleb?
Kid,
I'll roll with Common. I'll roll with the Common album.
I
Yasin
figured out how to
Bey.
switch us.
I do Yasin Bey feature, and then Talib Kweli gotta go. I'm sorry, buddy.
All right.
I'll roll with Darnell. Darnell, we
go
got
with
the
that.
same. thought.
So let's go with the next one.
Man,
oh,
all me.
All right. I got
oh,
YG, I Am Stu, and Casey
Casey-
Veggies. Take it over
Casey
to the West Coast.
Veggies.
Take
Man,
it to the
West
West
Coast. It's West
We don't
Coast.
talk about often, man.
So we got
that's what I'm saying. We don't
Bay
bring up
Area,
these
we
guys.
got LA. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, Darnell was
crazy.
healthy a couple weeks ago on Instagram, man. He was looking healthy on his t-shirt.
Looking healthy. I'm on
He had
that
an
Larry
organic,
June.
organic t-shirt on.
Was those the peas and
Organic.
carrots? No.
Nah, that was Larry June.
I'm messing. I gotta put Casey Veggies in here. I gotta put his stuff out.
Nah. I still listen to Casey. I mean, some people may like it's. I don't know. They probably have to grow with him. Like we kind of around the same age. That's what things about certain music. Like if I know the artist is around my age, I would appreciate them more because it feels like they kind of can understand what I've been through at the same time. Like it's kind of similar
Yeah,
in a way.
like
Um,
customized greatly.
yeah, what they say. You know what?
That album YG single I Am Sue. No reply to Casey Veggies.
Um, I'll go first. I'll go first out of this. I think I would say, um, yeah, I'll do an album with YG. I'll do an album with YG. I think My Crazy Life was great.
Hmm.
He makes some great projects. I think after My Crazy Life, the single definitely got to be with Casey. I think we could do a good single for sure. Like he had one with Kaylin for real. He had one with himself. What was it called? Oh yeah, These Girls Love the Boy. Like that one, that was on. I remember that record because it was on Dope, the movie Dope, way back in the day. I don't know if
Oh,
people still
about
remember
that
that
movie.
one. That was
With
a
the
minute.
music.
Yeah, so that song was on there. He was acting, and I don't know. I Am Sue. He kind of fell off for me. I think I'll just say no reply. No reply to I Am Sue. Like the old I Am Sue, but like now it's like I just don't really hear him that much.
And just because you don't hear them,
No.
don't mean they're doing something. You know what I mean?
All right.
Nah, yeah.
I can see what you mean by he fell off. I mean, he's still doing his thing in the Bay, but I understand what you're
Yeah.
saying now. Um, but
I'll be showing the Bay
I'll go
Area love.
next. I'll do an album with YG just because I know it'll do the most commercial success with compared to these other artists. I know it'll do more numbers. So yeah, I'll do an album with YG. Single, I'll have IMC on a single. I'll switch up. I'm not gonna agree with you on this one, Darnell. I'll do an IMC feature. I'll show love to the Bay Area. I'm on a feature, and then yeah, sorry Casey, but you gotta take your peas and carrots somewhere else. And
Okay.
you're not organic.
Yeah, I think. See, I was gonna choose I Am Sue for an album, for me personally, but I think I do agree with you, Caleb. On I think after hearing that because I was thinking I wasn't really messing with YG for the past couple of albums that he was dropping, and then he dropped the one with Mozzie, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
hold
but
on,
that's a
you
dope
know what I mean?
project, especially compared
Yeah,
to
so
YG's been putting out.
exactly. So I think I might pick YG as well and do a single with I Am Sue. Okay, yeah. So I think we're, me, you, and Caleb and 619 Rise. We're going with this. Darnell, odd man out. Nah, but yeah. So
Don't
what
get
do
me
what do
wrong
we
though,
got?
man, they've all done group projects. I mean, Casey's done his thing with Rocky Fresh,
Yeah,
YG's done his thing, but yeah, it's just Casey's got to
I
get
Am
the
Sue
boot.
with problem. Yeah, I mean, you can't. Like I said, like we mess with all these artists, so it's kind of hard to just get no reply to somebody, but it is what it is. We'll move on.
I want to do an album with Darnell.
Put the Griselda boys.
You do. Hey, I
So
got the production. I'm on
we
my
got
Metro
Griselda,
Boomin.
we got West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, and Conway the Machine. We did the Benny the Butcher review, so I know you guys for sure.
Damn, this is kind of crazy. I know this is probably a good one for Brian out of this though.
Yeah, this one.
I like to hear his opinion on this one. I feel like
This one's tough.
but I could go first if anybody wants to
I just
go.
want to say if Brian gained some weight, he would look like West Side Gun.
Oh my goodness! Just because he got some freckles.
Freckles, the
Man.
freckles, and wear a beanie and a hoodie, bro.
That's
Oh
funny.
man,
That's
damn,
hilarious.
bro, that's cold. That's cold.
I got one
That's
for you,
cold.
Caleb. Just
I
wait.
already know.
Um,
Just
That's that throwing
just
out
wait.
the take shots at me.
Okay, you shouldn't have said that, Caleb.
I heard you're gonna do it anyway, man. I made sure to fucking get it out there because I knew you were gonna do it. I saw it on on the
he's in the
fucking.
hot seat. Oh,
I
he's in the
saw it
hot
That's
on
seat
the
right
hilarious.
shit,
now.
man. I know it's next. I know it's coming up.
What's
All right,
this album?
619
West
Vibe
Side.
he said album West Side single Benny, no reply to Conway. Ooh, this is
Nah,
tough.
I don't agree with that though. You can go, but I
Oh,
don't agree with it.
you want me to go or Caleb?
Well, I
You
can
got
go.
one?
It don't matter.
I'll go first, man. I'll get out of the way first. I'll do album
You'll
with
go
Benny.
next, Darnell.
Conway will get my single, and then Westside will get Brian's doppelganger.
Brian Senior.
Yeah,
Brian Singer.
Brian's doppelganger will have to go because he looks like Brian.
I'm the real West
He
Side
looks like
guy,
Brian if
so
he
I'm
was from the
actually
East
from the
Coast.
West.
West
I'm actually
side,
from the
west
West
side
Side.
again. Yeah. So you done? Oh, Caleb, you going or what?
I
You
just said
already
it, man.
you did it. That was pretty quick. You said
Yeah, he said album
Benny's
with
getting
Benny
the album. Single is going with Conway, and then Brian's doppelganger gets the boot.
gets the boot.
I
What
think
about
I
you?
agree with that one actually. No, I agree. I think Benny's album for sure. Single Conway and no reply to West Side Gun. Yeah, I think I agree with that one. Actually, that's what I was thinking in my head.
Um,
I'm more of a Benny Butcher
this
fan out of
is
all this
so
three.
tough. Cause I literally listen to all like Darnell knows I listen to these three like heavy. So
Yeah, no, that's why I know this is a good one for you.
yeah.
For a big one of the biggest Griselda fans I know personally. But yeah.
That's a good reason. 619 vibes, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead and put that comment. What's that? He's one of the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
producers. I need to listen to more
Executive
Conway,
producers.
but I know
Yeah,
Conway has
nah,
a lot of
he could,
projects.
cause he be putting
Yeah.
together a lot of the a lot of the Griselda albums and things like that too, and even he knows how to construct his albums perfectly.
There's no
Personally for me though,
producer. There's no producer option. So
yeah, I mean me personally, I would choose Conway for an album, Benny for a single, and West Side no reply. I'm sorry, but he'll watch over our albums while we're making it, so he'll be there still. But yeah, I'm yeah, because Conway, man, I mess with Conway heavy, and he has some of like my favorite songs. Like as individual, like he has some of my favorite songs. He has one song that I always personally like as a writer. Forget the name, but there's one song where it's just like, man, like he's talking about pretty much like this I believe this woman like, and she's like single mother. It was just a super deep song, and I was like, man, that's like some that's some like as a writer I was like, bro, it was on point. So yeah, I would do an album with him for that mainly for that reason. But yeah, so shout out to Griselda. We got the next one. We got we got Danny Brown, we got Earl Sweatshirt, and we got Caleb. Still down 2 boxes with the Lakers jersey too.
I don't know if I can look like me.
Get that tattoo.
And
you know what the funny
that
thing
was a
about the whole
comeback,
thing?
bro. He got
that
you
motherfucker
back.
looks like me if I lived in Kansas.
Hey, you want what the
If I
funny
was
thing
from
about
Kansas or some shit, then I would look
is
like
that Caleb, it's funny because you're actually been at Planet Fitness and he's been working out too. So it's like both you guys,
y'all been working.
Nah,
I'm
both
back.
you guys are
I'm
I've
working.
been slacking.
Yeah.
I've been slacking lately, man.
Hey,
I got the whip, bro.
It's all good.
It's over.
Get
It's
back on
game mode.
Come pick me up,
Yeah.
Darnell.
Game mode now. It's a wrap. I'm about to go back to it now.
Yes,
I'm
don't
getting
forget,
back to it.
you gotta get back on the unbox too, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, Action Bronson, man, going. Have you seen his page, bro? This man be on.
Oh yeah, nah, he be
Baklava,
he be like he be having the ropes, like he be doing
like
the throwing, like nah, he does his workouts. It's more crazy than the NBA and all that. Like,
bro, he's definitely got more stamina endurance than I can. Cause I'm like, this dude big, but he could do a lot more than I could. I would be dead by the time I did half the stuff he did.
Yeah, nah, I would.
He's bigger too.
Yeah,
so
I would literally be on the. I would literally be on the floor if I did something. What he did. No.
But yeah, I tried to put a couple artists, you know what I mean, in a few of these that we don't really put on a few or a lot of our games, like Earl Sweatshirt and people like that, like Danny
Earl
Brown.
Sweatshirt, yeah, we
even Casey Veggies. I want to give other other artists some shine, especially ones
Danny
that
Brown too, like yeah.
Now as artists we used to listen to when we was in high school. I just noticed that
kind of like
still listen to them.
Yeah, no, but I mean they're just not like. Well,
when they were big, as big.
Yeah, I'll just say Danny Brown is not as big as he was now because I don't hear his name as much.
His albums are fire though, bro. It's super underrated. Like his last
teaches up. But and Earl Sweatshirt too. He hasn't dropped in a minute.
On the comments that always be telling people they fell off. You know the person in the comment, man.
I'm not saying they fell off. I'm saying they're not doing something to grab my attention though. Earl Sweatshirt, I feel like the last project I heard from him, besides the recent one he put, was "I Don't Like to Go Outside" or something like that. That was the
PJ
last.
Tucker to the Heat, by the way.
That was a minute ago.
You said what?
PJ Tucker to the Heat.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Sorry, I had to
Bro,
change it up
bro,
because MCK is a Heat fan, so I
bro,
wanted
bro,
to
there's
let
a
you know.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry's
Thank you.
on there. There's a lot of craziness going on right now.
I
Hey,
just
no more, no
hold
more,
on.
no more sports talk, man. This is pure rap
Yeah,
podcast.
but we got
I just
Um,
wanted to throw it out
619
there.
vibes. He said album Danny Brown, single Action Bronson, and no reply to Earl.
I got my answers.
What's yours?
If you want me to go first, my
Yeah, yeah,
brother. I'll
DaBaby.
do an album with my brother, man. I gotta do a family album, man. Might be
Yeah,
like
facts, man.
Long Lost Brothers would be the album name or some type of shit. Maybe Baklava Boys or something. I don't know. We'll think of something. But,
Baklava, Kebby Brunson's Action Keb.
I'll do a single with Danny Brown. I'll do a single with Danny Brown, and then
All
Earl
right,
gotta go.
no reply to Earl. What about you,
And
Darnell?
Earl,
You got
looking
yours?
at this photo, Earl's looking at me weird, so I kind of wanted
Yeah,
to give him the boot.
Earl's looking at.
he looking real weird. He looking real weird.
That's
I'll
hilarious.
give him the boot.
Give him the boot. So I'm doing a project with Action Bronson. I'm doing a single with Earl Sweatshirt, and Danny Brown is getting the boot. The
Getting the
boot.
boot.
You know what, Darnell? You're getting the boot.
Hold up.
That's hilarious.
How are you controlling this? There's something going on here that I
Yeah, we're
don't know.
both I'm on his
That's
account.
crazy. Why does
Well,
the world
magic,
have to?
you got magic powers that you don't got because you
Alright.
showed up late.
Hey,
Right.
you always
I'm
show
gonna
up
go
late.
with I think I'm gonna do an album. I think I'm gonna do an album with Action Bronson. I think he has a good ear for the beats he chooses. You know, a lot of
He'll be,
international elements and different things, you know,
I'll be cooking up
that he
in the
brings in.
studio too.
Yeah, that too. You know, we're gonna be cooking some good food while we're in there too. So I got to choose Action Bronson for the
You
album.
said how we getting good food?
You'll be catering some
Yeah,
good food.
I'm gonna pick Danny Brown for the single and Earl Sweatshirt for the no reply. So yeah. And Darnell, did you go? I'm not tripping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
that's why I booted him.
Oh
Nah,
yeah.
I mean, I'll
Yeah,
say it
okay.
again
You
for
said
to
you
refresh everybody's
okay.
memory. I'll go real slow. I said album Action Bronson, single, Earl
What or
Sweatshirt, and
okay.
Danny Brown gets the no reply. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
I know he might be saying so. Oh, he said Danny Brown.
Oh yeah. And then the last part was the boot. No, that was the last part. No.
The boot.
All right.
Wow.
So we got two more. I got another good one for y'all. Got Tyler the Creator, Isaiah Rashad, and Vince Staples. And they all came out with albums this year. You
Recently,
know,
yeah, they all
recent.
three did. Yeah,
Vince
the
Staples
law
just
of
dropped one in July.
law of
Tyler the Creator
Avengers
as
or
well.
something.
Yeah, so and all good albums too. All good albums.
Who was going first? Me. I'll go
I'll let
first.
y'all go first because I've gone first.
Alright, I will go first on this one.
Go ahead.
All right, I will say. This is crazy. I don't know. It's a little hard, a little bit. I feel like me personally. This is my personal opinion. I think album Isaiah Rashad. I will do a single. This is a big one. Tyler Creator and Stables. If I wanted to make more money off music, I would put Tyler the Creator as a single and no reply to Vince Staples. Oh, you
So
said the
yeah, there we
same
go.
thing.
Yeah, 619
Said
Vibes
the
the
same
album.
thing.
Isaiah.
See, I was thinking
single
about it.
Tyler,
It took
no
me a
reply to
little
Vince.
minute to figure out if I wanted to do that. But
Yeah,
Vince
you know, I
Staples
think it comes
is
down to the album. You know what I mean? So who do you want to do the album with? Is it because especially with Tyler, you know, he's got a lot of different
different.
vibes
Yeah,
that he
different
can
vibes.
tap into. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but if I get him on a single, it's gonna blow up. I could tell it's gonna blow up. It's either he do the production or he'll give me a hook. He might give me a few lines. I mean, there's something he might do with it. I can tell.
Yeah, man.
I think I would do the album with Rashad. Actually, I think I'm actually gonna do the album with Tyler the Creator.
Hey, no, that's
I don't know. Hold on, Caleb,
hey,
you
that's
go ahead. I
hey,
think
that's your own
someone-
opinion.
I
though.
got mine, man. I'll do an album with Tyler. I'll have Rashad feature, and then Vince Staple gotta boot himself out. Like
You gotta go.
you gotta staple himself somewhere else.
Man,
But
he's not a
yeah,
staple.
I'll roll a Tyler album. I feel like that.
He's not a
I
staple
feel
in the
like it'd be a
game.
good vibe in the studio together. I feel like, yeah,
And
I feel like I
you're
want to
just
rock
trying to
that hat he has on in that photo. So
you're just trying to cuddle with Tyler, man. I know he nah.
He's
yeah,
trying to
man.
cuddle with
I'm
Tyler.
I
Hopefully,
pull it.
hopefully he lets me wear that hat in our
They,
album cover. I get to wear that hat you got on.
they about to cancel me like the baby. Now I think I would do the album with Isaiah Rashad. I think I'm gonna go along with 619 Vibes and Darnell. Album with Rashad, a single with Tyler, and No Reply to Vince. Sorry, Vince. Uh, but yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Man, Vince ain't getting no love.
I know he got no love, man.
Nah, I mess with him personally, but it's a
Yeah,
game.
I mess with Vince
Yeah.
Staples heavy too. I like Vince Staples, but
Yeah, I was just watching his Tiny Desk thing, but yeah, that's
Tiny
what I
desk.
was doing. Yeah,
and the last one, we got Dipset, and the main three members of Dipset. We got Cameron, Jewel Santana, and Jim
Where's
Jones.
Freaky Zeke?
And we got and Hell Real. No, I'm like, we got, tomorrow was the Dipset. We're talking about that after. Let's do this first. You know what I mean? We'll
Oh, yeah,
talk
we
about
didn't
that
even
one
have
more
a.
time.
I don't know why you didn't have a conversation talk for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right after. I mean, I picked this last for a reason, so we could talk about
Well,
that.
speed it on up, man. We hour and 15 minutes in.
All right,
Shit.
let's go. So,
I got dinner to eat. Shit.
he got dinner.
I got dinner waiting on me, man. Shit.
hey man, actually Bronson will want you to work out before you down. Like,
Man, I'm
all
working
right,
out. Talking
who going first?
I'll let you go first, buddy.
All right, I got an album with Jim. No. I got an album. Okay, wait a minute.
This man, like,
This is
shit.
tough because it's tough because
he always be doing these hard ones, and he be like, "Oh,
no, because
to
look,
think.
because you got Jim Jones. I like the albums and stuff he's putting out now more than back then. Like to me, I feel like he's getting like he's at his best, especially with the El Capo album. Like I feel like he's just getting better. You know what I mean? As a rapper,
he's like a fine wine.
Yeah, like he's getting better with age, exactly. But with Joel Santana, it's the total opposite. You know what I mean? It's back then, Joel Santana was that was the guy, like literally, like who do you want? You know what I mean?
Maybe
But it's like, yeah, even with his album and stuff like that, like he was the main guy. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like of course Cameron was Cameron, but Joel Santana on those Dipset albums, it's like, bro, that was different. But I was so if in that case, I would say I would do an album back then with Joel Santana if it was during that time. If it was now, I would do one with Jim Jones. You know what I mean? But so I'm just gonna go with, if it's during that time, I'm gonna go with Joel Santana album single with Cameron and No Reply to Jim Jones. But it will be the opposite if it was now. You know what I mean? I would do the single still with Cameron, but the album with Jim Jones and No Reply to Joel Santana. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an album Cam, single Jules, No Reply to Jim.
Shit, man. I don't know what I want to do because if I'm in the studio with Cameron, his neighbor might fucking vandalize my car or something. Shit. If I'm in the studio with Jill Santana, his shiny veneers might blind me, man. I don't know. I'll do an album with Cameron, and I'll fight the crazy bitch. Nah, I'll do a single with Jim Jones. Sorry, Jules. I'm speaking present day. Like, you had some hot shit back in the day, but I'm speaking present day. I'm like,
yeah, present day. I feel like it's crazy because present day, Jim Jones is actually the best one out of all of them, and that's wild to think about because he was the worst one out of all of them back then. I mean, he was still good, but you know what I mean. It's kind of wild.
But you're talking about Cameron and Joel Santana.
Yeah. What about you, Darnell? Who you going with?
Do a project with Jim Jones album, a single with Cameron and Joel Santana. Get to No Reply.
619 vibes. I'm there with you, man.
Yeah. He said we gonna sell out. What? Pink horse?
Yeah, that's
What?
hilarious.
What?
We're gonna
All
bring the
that meant
crazy neighbor
for
with him. We're gonna bring the crazy neighbor with us.
nice. Yeah, so that was a good one. But yeah, to end it off, since we're talking about that, we got the Locks versus Dipset versus battle tomorrow night. I know that right now I'm looking at the polls. I put a poll earlier today and it's at 41 votes. We still got the rest of the day and a little bit of tomorrow as well. So it's already at 41 votes so far. And we got
What's it looking like?
it got the Locks at 41% and Dipset at 59%. So it's close, but most people going towards Dipset, winning this battle. And before we go, before we do, let's talk about who we got winning one more time. I had
Still
the
wrong with
Locks
Dipset.
personally.
I'm still wrong with
Um,
Dipset.
still going with Dipset. And I know Darnell going with
Yeah.
Dipset as well. I mean,
Oh
either
yeah,
way, it's a
nah,
win-win.
Dipset,
It's a win-win regardless. So yeah, it's a win-win.
Just
So
who you prefer, man. No,
I just
both.
can't wait till
no.
some of those
Both
songs
groups
play,
got dope
bro.
artists.
But once man, this about to be. I'm gonna have to wear
Brian's
my
gonna
wing style.
MCK's he's gonna lace up them Tims.
Man, I'm about to everything, bro. I'm about
He's
to put
gonna have his
I got a
Jim
jersey. You know
Jones
what I mean?
Weatherman. He's gonna have his Jim Jones Weatherman fucking what's that
The
shit called?
weatherman.
He'd be tapping his foot like he's the weatherman outside and shit.
Oh yeah,
With his
facts.
fucking robe on.
Bro,
With the
I'm about to
shower
put
robe on.
I'm about to be out here like Joe Santana, but about the long jersey on. Some people about to be out here
Backwards and shit.
with a pink, pink fur coat. You know what
Well,
I
I'm have
mean?
that Tyler the Creator hat that he had on.
It's about to be out here, man. I was gonna say I know Styles P kind of had that little, chip, that chip tooth. The guy Darnell got the gap, so it's close enough. He already rocking that.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, tomorrow's about to be crazy, bro. It's a win-win for just hip hop in general, bro. But
That'd be dope.
some of those songs, man, I
It's
can't wait
is
to
it
hear play.
Madison Square Garden too, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's at Madison Square Garden, bro. Like this is
Yeah, that's
different.
at the
Like,
Garden.
this is about
The
to be
Knicks ain't
crazy, bro.
playing.
But once they play that Dipset anthem, bro,
It's gonna oh damn.
and even that Jules Santana song on his the Dipset one on his album.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, there's a lot of music, man. It's about to be crazy. But yeah, and then also we got a giveaway announcement. I believe should be next Monday. So
If our cards fall in place, like it might
if
be Monday, hopefully.
Yeah, so look out for that. And then yeah, that's it for episode 24 though, man. Y'all got anything else to say before we hop off?
I'll just say it real quick. We close to the giveaway. We just huge, a few followers away.
Huge. It's huge, man.
Yeah.
If I don't know, it's going to be dropped soon.
Don't want to miss out, man. It's a huge giveaway, bro. You getting a bundle, man. It's not one thing. You're getting a bundle.
Yeah, this is a bundle. Yeah. This ain't like a CD or something. This is a
yeah. I think it's like I think hold on real quick before I end it off. I think it's just for me. It's like nobody has ever really done what we doing. And we feel like in the future we're gonna do more giveaways when we try to reach our own milestones, like maybe 1,000 followers each and every time. It'll just keep going up. Just so we appreciate everybody that's watching us, sharing us, supporting us. Like we feel like giving back to y'all is kind of like a good thing at the end of the day. So
I actually, Darnell, that's a good idea, bro. That's a good idea.
I think like it's just because like I don't think like people on these podcasts they want you to watch them, but it's like what's the incentive? Like
if you don't give
if we're not giving out like out to charity, we ain't like like let's donate, let's do this that. Let's just like let's do it as far as the music. Let's give them like I don't know CD
we're
or
all
something.
a community
I don't know.
Too, all community part of hip hop. We're all pretty much
I was thinking about giving away some stuff myself as far as music, but we'll talk about that on the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every now and then too, if you got something to give away, like a CD or something, or something just want to give away, and sure we could, put that on the podcast, and kind of just a random drawing, like or whoever likes it, So a random drawing, a selection. It's like You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yep.
I was also thinking to go along with the 1,000. It's like every 1,000 followers, we could do a big giveaway. But every 500, maybe we could do a smaller one. You know what I mean? Like once we
Yeah,
get
man, we'll work on that, man.
1,500,
Stay
like
tuned, man. Stay tuned.
yeah,
Stay tuned. Share our shit. Share
yeah,
our shit. Stay tuned, man. You know, big things
facts.
coming. Big
Yeah,
things coming.
that's a fact. But
Facts.
yeah, that's it for episode 24. Shout out to all our followers. Shout out to the audience. You know, everyone that's tuned in. Shout out to Darneezy. Shout out to Keb. But yeah, once
Made it
again,
through
man, shout out
late.
to our followers
It's all
too,
good.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
it's
Not
always
coming
a
in late.
little,
Better than nothing, man.
it's a
right. Better late
little
than
30
never.
minutes, a little, I don't usually be late to my job, you know what I'm saying? But
Facts.
I'm late to my side business.
Oh,
Shame
all
on
right.
you.
We got to end this here, so we end at 124, man. So shout out to
Yeah.
everyone and peace.